Conservatives are up and the Liberals are down. Canadians have had their say at the polls.
A newly elected MP dances for our cameras, and Humber's president has his say. This is the special election edition of Humber News, and it starts right now. Hello, it's Wednesday, October 15th. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Greg Coyle. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Whitney Stinson. Today, Humber's eyes are on the election. We'll also have your sports, entertainment, and weather. First, here's a look at what the nation had to say. Stephen Harper's Conservatives have won their second straight minority government. The Conservative Party strengthened their support by adding 16 more seats across the country. Support for Stéphane Dion and the Liberals is down significantly, as the party lost its hold in 19 ridings. But the NDP under Jack Layton ran a successful campaign by gaining 7 seats since the last election. 2 independent candidates fill out the remaining seats in the House of Commons. But the Green Party is still looking for a seat in Parliament. Leader Elizabeth May failed to unseat Cabinet Minister Peter MacKay in Nova Scotia. She secured just over 30% of the vote in the riding of Central Nova. The other 4 major party leaders all won their ridings easily last night. This morning, we asked a Humber professor and its president their analysis on 2 key issues from the election.
Circumstances like the economic crisis, it'll always wipe out the big long-term thing. So the Liberals are kind of sideswiped by that. And Stéphane Dion has his issues with communicating in English, which has certainly not helped him.
But minority governments can work, and I'm what else can we be at the present time but optimistic that this one will work and we'll be able to face what looks like a fairly prolonged period of economic turbulence for all of us, because that certainly will have a major impact on employment for students coming out of Humber.
Now we turn to the results at Humber locations. In the Lakeshore campus riding, Liberal incumbent Michael Ignatieff was re-elected. The Deputy Liberal leader beat Conservative Patrick Boyer by 11%. The NDP were well back with only 11% of the vote. In Dufferin-Caledon, our Orangeville campus riding, Conservative incumbent David Tilson was re-elected in a landslide over new Liberal Rebecca Finch. Tilson won the riding by 34%. The Conservatives have held the riding since 2004. Here at the North Campus, the Liberals remain in power. New Liberal Kirsty Duncan won by an 18.5% margin over Conservative Bob Soroya. The Liberals have held the riding since 1988.
We were at Kirsty Duncan's victory party last night in the riding of Etobicoke North to get the details on the North Campus's new MP. Tears came out and shoes came off for a victory dance at the Liberal campaign office as Kirsty Duncan celebrated her win in the Etobicoke North riding. The riding has been Liberal for 20 years, and the community has decided no change is necessary.
I had a great team and we ran it. We set out from the beginning we were going to run it with values. It would be a clean, take the high road campaign, and it was. It absolutely was.
This is the 41-year-old's first job in politics. Until now, she had worked as a University of Toronto professor and an international lecturer on global warming. She's ready to tackle a new challenge now as a Liberal MP in a Conservative government.
I build bridges. I want to serve this community and I want to serve in Ottawa to the best of my ability.
Her opposition, Conservative Representative Bob Soroya, may have lost the riding but feels confident about his contributions to the Conservative government.
The Prime Minister Harper, still the Prime Minister, and in a stronger situation. I tell you how I feel. We made the difference, and we will make the turnaround in next couple of years.
Duncan says Humber students can expect to hear from her.
And I just admire the community outreach there, and it's a joy being with the students.
Local MPP Shafiq Quadri is excited to be working with someone with a fresh perspective.
High energy person, someone of extraordinary caliber, and I really look forward to working with her in my capacity as the provincial member.
Supporters certainly felt new energy at the campaign office last night as they joined Duncan in celebratory do-si-dos. Duncan wasn't dancing earlier, though, in the day. Her campaign manager said 4 or 5 very big men stood outside Kingsview Village and threatened voters not to vote Liberal. Over the course of the campaign, a volunteer was assaulted and 2,000 campaign signs have disappeared.
Voter turnout for the federal election was at an all-time low. But here at the North Campus, many Humber students managed to get out to vote. We wanted to find out which issues were important to them, so we spoke to 4 students who voted 4 different ways for 4 different reasons. Voting was made easy for students this year, as Humber's North Campus residence was home to a polling station. With a steady stream of students voting, it's clear many Humber students care about our government, but which issues are important to them may vary. With a view overlooking the Humber Arboretum, it's fitting that second-year photography student Katie Jennings voted for the Green Party. Her father is involved in the recycling business, so Jennings has been pro-environment for years. But she doesn't think the Conservatives' plan of a 20% emissions reduction by 2020 is doable.
It's like Kyoto Protocol, I don't remember what the percentage was, but we're not even close to that, and it finishes like next year, I believe, like 2010, so it's a good reach, but I don't think we're going to be able to do it.
First-year marketing student Richard Besember volunteers at homeless shelters and has witnessed firsthand how poverty has affected Canadians. He voted for the Liberal Party because he says their plan to eradicate poverty was focused.
Well, because the Liberals care more about people, right? Like clearly in the plan they're saying that they have a specific plan to get rid of poverty, right? But the Conservatives don't. If you have a plan, there's more chance of success and of that plan being followed through than if you don't have one at all.
But some disagree. Originally from Australia, second-year student Nora Walsh moved to Canada 4 years ago. She voted Conservative because she says Stephen Harper is a take-charge leader and has our overseas mission under control.
The war, to me, is not a bad thing. And especially you can't pull troops out of it now, like you can't pull your hand out of a hot pot, right? But Stephen Harper has a plan for it, and the plan, I think, makes sense.
But Stephen Harper doesn't give everyone that safe feeling. NDP voter Daryl Walkenick is concerned about our economy and doesn't feel the Conservatives will help the middle class as much as they should.
I'm not happy about it at all, to say the very least. I don't think they're going to handle the economy very well, just like I said, like the big business thing, that's what they're going to handle, and the rich are going to get richer.
Next, our election special continues with the results of high school students' votes and from other ridings across Canada. Plus, we'll fill you in on your 5-day weather forecast. See you after this short break.